officials.
We reject Donald Trump's assertions and fabrications. We had a whole delegation led by the president, and then he played a movie for us there and about our own situation. Trump's administration have got no regard for our sovereignty. They think that we are a substructure or a sub-country of the United States of America, which we believe that it is very unfortunate on their part.
US President Donald Trump has just announced that no US officials will be attending the G20 meeting in Johannesburg, calling the choice of South Africa as a total disgrace and citing alleged human rights abuses against white Afrikaner farmers, including claims of killings, land confiscation, and a genocide. I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign that this man, for some odd reason, for some reason that we don't know, I think it's a sign that he wants to take us to war. I said it. He posted that Afrikaners are being killed and slaughtered, and their land and farms are being illegally confiscated. That was in quotes, by the way. And declared no US officials will attend, quote, as long as these human rights abuses continue. The Trump administration moves tied to this specifically. An executive order in February 2025 that halted US aid to South Africa and directed US agencies to prioritize resettlement of Afrikaners, claiming race-based persecution. Who are these people? I mean, yes, South Africa has debated and passed land reform / expropriation measures, which, if you've watched my video, I also think it's a way of fucking all of us over, but that's besides the point. The administration frames some of these as authorizing seizures without compensation. We have real problems in South Africa with crime and all these things, right? And farm attacks have occurred, of course, yes, according to reports. But according to the administration, these things are basically affecting the white minority only. That's how it's framed. That's how it's framed to everybody. Major news outlets and analysts say the claim of an organized genocide of white farmers is not supported by evidence. While there are farm murders and crime, reporting find numbers relatively small in a national context, and there is no verified pattern of state-sponsored, race-based extermination. South African officials and President Cyril Ramaphosa have strongly rejected Trump's allegations, calling them unsubstantiated. The government here says white citizens remain economically advantaged decades after apartheid. Basically, it's this government's way of saying, why would we need to do these things if they are already thriving? Way after that history. I think this is a sign of something that's about to happen. It's not a coincidence. Suddenly, South Africa exists. It's funny. I mean, I'm just asking my question: is it all happening because of the ICJ re-Israel or the ICJ case with Israel and South Africa's diplomatic ties with Iran? I don't know, bro. Comment down below and hear what y'all think, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this video. This is weird times, bro. I think the most important question here is: does Trump see South Africa as an opposition all of a sudden? If so, why? I don't get it.
Hey, lovely people, and particularly a quick word to my American friends who might be tempted to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa, my home country, where I happen to be right now. Him and Elon Musk are racist twats who have no idea what they're talking about, because what they're doing is taking the word of a fringe racist group called Afriforum and other disaffected whites, disgruntled by the end of apartheid, feeling hard done by, and much like the Israelis, victimizing themselves when they are not victims at all, bitching about how, you know, land redistribution is racist against whites. These are such ignorant provocateurs, and it's going to backfire on them. South Africans' majority, the black majority, and it's a multiracial, multi-tribal society now, only own a tiny proportion of the land versus the size of their population. And while white South Africans make up 7% of the population, more or less, they own about 70% of the decent land. And so the redistribution of land is to address past inequities, and the vast majority of South Africans agree and understand why that's happening and that it's a good thing. It's also under a very strict mechanism. Now, not everyone agrees, of course, with the mechanism, but the principle is what racists like Musk and Trump are railing against here on behalf of a bunch of who equate equality with oppression, because for so many years, decades and decades of the apartheid era, they were the oppressor. And as we know, whenever the oppressor looks at something like equality, it suddenly becomes oppression of him.